Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today is Bronze to Champions. This is really the first time I've ever done this like in the way that I kind of envisioned it, where if you have seen my Weekend League roundup, what I did was I played the games in the Weekend League, I just recorded them, only the gameplay, and then I'll commentate over them. But when I did that before, that was with my teams using like some pretty superpowered teams. This is using the people from BronzeToGlory because I did qualify for that, and yeah. I hope you enjoy it. I don't really know what else to say, except let's not screw up this commentary because I haven't figured out how to make it, like if I can screw up, it's okay. Okay, I already messed up. Alright, so you can see right here, also sorry for not looking at the camera because I'm watching the video right here. You can see this is my team. I was rotating between these two. This one is McGinnis, Odua, and then my two monthly rewards, and then down the right hand side we got some German boys. It's a pretty decent squad, but it actually was a lot better in the Weekend League than how it's played in Bronze to Glory for me. You can see here the opponent's team, pretty decent squad. He had the Aubameyang, he had the Coman, he had a lot of pace, which you'll see is a theme of Weekend League. So off the corner, do a little L2R2 dribbling, pretty good job, and look at that cross. So like, that's a pretty insane cross, and then Goldson gets on the end of it. Goldson has scored so many goals for me as a center back. I think he's actually like in the top 10 for the entire club, which is just weird. Yet again, good passing around. This is why I like this formation, because it allows me to do that. McGinnis gets on the end of that, finishes it calmly. And yeah, McGinnis, as you'll see throughout this video, is actually a lot better. He played a lot better in this Weekend League than he has in Bronze to Glory. I don't know why that happens. But it just does sometimes. Here he goes through. Good save by my keeper, but then the rebound goes right back to him. 2-1 at this point. I think that's like the 68th minute or so. So there's still quite a bit of time. Like with 5 minutes left, he just raid quit. So yeah, 1-0. Now this opponent, the second opponent, had this insane team. Team of the group stage Fairmont. That's what my eye went to first. We got some couple informs, like 4 informs in there, including the melee that I really would like to get. So here I am just passing it around. He passes it back to McGinnis. McGinnis gets his shot blocked, but then the rebound chance goes right back to him. Does a little salsa dance to celebrate. Then shortly after that, we're playing it around. We're always looking for that overlapping run in this formation. Good turn in the box. And see, that's something that I've learned to do. Be patient, pass it. Instead, usually what I would do is I would do the scoop turn, I would realize I have space, and then I would shoot it. Oh yeah, and you just see there that terrible error by my center back. He just didn't pass it hard enough. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. 75th minute now. We're up 2-1. Look at that ball. Look at that run. That's Eduardo. If you know Eduardo, you know. Oh, I also forgot to mention, some of people might be coming to this video thinking that I'm like a pro, because I know #Harry does this, as we see in the Rage Quit. But I'm not a pro. I'm not close to it. So don't expect me to win a lot of games. I know I'm 2-0 right now, but that might change in the future. That could be, yeah, it's gonna change in the future. Here's the third game though. We started off pretty well. We get the goal. Yet again, that passing, the extra pass at the end always helps, and we're up 1-0. Now after halftime, we've switched sides. Little pass again, the extra pass. I know it's sweaty, but that's what the Weekend League is. Up 2-0 at this point. Then he gets it back. 2-1. It seems like every game is just ending 2-1, but is it going to? We'll see here. Is it going to? No, because I got the sweat on. It's 3-1, and that's probably going to wrap it up. It does. We get the victory again. We're 3-0 at this point, which is actually like really good. Even for my normal Weekend League, that would be better than how I usually start. So then, in the third game, are we going to keep the roll going? Well, no, because we give up a goal almost immediately. So, yeah. I remember this game was kind of this game was a bad game. Down 2-0 at this point. You got the long shot with Sturridge, but we've seen the other games finish 2-1, except for that one that finished 3-1. Are we going to go to goal here? Is it going to go in? And exactly how I drew it up. Yeah, Eduardo. I guess he gets the goal for that technically. Is there going to be a last chance? In the 90th minute, the whistle blows, and that's how it finishes it. We're 3-1 at this point, which, I mean, I can't be too annoyed. Now this guy has this team, FC Santiago. Is Firmino, he has Sterling, David Silva, Conte, Dele Alli. It starts off with an insane touch by David Silva, which controlled that, allowed him to get that goal. So we're down 1-0 early on. I hate giving up the early goal, which seems to happen way too much. Then he gets that goal with Azpilicueta to make it 2-0. We're trying to fight back in the second half, coming down this way. That's really good movement by Eduardo the fake turn, the agility. Even though he is old, and even though he had that terrible injury to his leg, he still has great agility. Unfortunately, it didn't show up any other time, so we lose that game 2-1. We're 3-2 at this point. Coming up against this team with a 5-star 84 overall. Everyone has really good teams in the weekend league, if you haven't noticed yet. If they're not in forms, they're going to be like really good Premier League teams. There you see Coutinho get the goal early on. Now it's my turn. Coming this way, we get it to, I think that was Odua, and it actually took a huge deflection. That's why it went in, because that was going to be a pretty easy save. Now McGuinness, what did I say about his just amazingness in the weekend league? Makes it 2-1 at this point. So I think I'm sitting pretty, but then Eriksson does that with the 5-star weak foot, and it's a game. Game on, 2-all. Now, we don't want to throw this away. We always seem to do that. Maybe I'm giving away too much at this point, but yeah, we threw it away again. I think that was Eriksson yet again to make it 3-2. Is there time? Let's see. I actually don't remember if there was time, so we're finding out at the same time. What a save, rebound, okay, yeah. That, I actually included something where a goal did not occur, so yeah. That's throwing off the viewer. Really good banter. Then we give up a goal 4-2. Sorry if this commentary is bad. I just don't know what the best way to do this is. I guess I could tell a story and you guys could just watch in the background. But I don't know if that'd be interesting. Maybe? You see this guy has Aubameyang on loan. It seems weird to me that you can use loan cards in the weekend league. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. Along with attribute cards, definitely should not be allowed in the weekend league. We get the goal early on. We're up 1-0. Then, pretty fortunate there, it bounces right back to Eduardo, and it's on the left foot, so across the body shot every single time. The weekend league has a lot of good features to it that I think are really good, because it's a great addition considering where we were at this point last year in FIFA, where you couldn't really, what was there to do? There were no SBCs, there was no weekend league. Pretty much you would just buy team of the year, you would play through divisions. If you win Division 1, then you're just kind of like, whatever. Oh, and by the way, that was an insane strike by Eduardo. I even show a replay of it. That's how good it was. This is Eduardo on 4 chem. I have a couple of squads that can get him up to 7 chem, nothing to 10 chem, but it's just not necessary because he's so good already. So yeah, now here's the team that I've been using in. We have Ndiaye. I didn't show it very long, but we had Ndiaye, we had Eduardo up on his lonesome, Calcliff, I'm pretty sure, and then Harry Winks and Delaplace, I think. We had that nice FC Ken, I think it is, the team that Delaplace plays for, which allows for me to get some good links, especially in that 3 at the back 3-4-2-1 formation. So here we are playing through Ndiaye. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it because Martin Tyler corrected me about 50 times. He gets the penalty, and look at this penalty by Delaplace. That is unbelievable. Jeffrey, top netting, the best netting. I'm pretty sure that's what Jape says. So now 1-0 up, play a through ball to Calcliff. As you remember, Calcliff had that just random string of games in BronzeToGlory where he scored about 6 goals in 2 games or something ridiculous like that. And it's just because he's so good at doing the low driven shot. Something about his statistics just allow him to do that. I don't think it's high finishing or anything like that. It's just, for whatever reason, his player build allows it. The guy does get a goal to make it 2-1. Is that how it's going to end? I'm hoping, yeah, it does end 2-1. Forgot our record at this point, but I think it's like 4-3 or something like that. So my goal was to get to gold 3 and was to stay above 500. We'll see at the end of this video. By the way, this video is my entire weekend league, so it's probably going to be at least 20 minutes long. Hopefully you can stay for that entirety. So here's Martial going through, and he just a little toe poke. Martial kills me. The players who I have the most trouble playing against in weekend league are Martial, Dybala, and maybe Loic Remy. Other players like, oh yeah, look at this terrible goal. Other players like Jamie Vardy is also very annoying, but it's the players that have high pace and high aggression, like a Jamie Vardy, which are just really annoying, especially if they have additionally high dribbling, which is what Dybala has. There he makes it 3-0. I'm down at this point. I haven't up to this game. I haven't actually been playing poorly. Like I hadn't been blown out yet. I'm getting blown out at this point. Bernadeschi does not play for me. Forgot that guy's name. I think it's Schobesberg actually who scored that. But 3-1 up. That's how it ends. Coming into this game, 5-star 83 overall 100 chem team. He has Lukaku. He had Martial up front. That strike force is really just hard to play against. He scores early on with Lukaku, who I think might be one of the best strikers in the game. Then he gets another goal right there. 2-0 up for him, and that's how it's going to finish. Sorry if this video just seems so like jumbled together. It's just I haven't figured out the best way to do this, the best way to commentate. Team of the Year alert. That guy had a Team of the Year Marcelo. It starts off with like a really fortunate header for me. Goldson managed to hit it off whoever's head that was. I think it might have been Pepe or someone. But then he goes through, makes it 1-1 in around the 50th minute. Then our turn to hopefully respond. We get Ince, and yeah, that's what Ince does. The only thing about these two formations is that Ince doesn't have a place in either of them, because he's supposed to be like a cam or like a striker. But in the other, we have McGuinness, and then we have Da Silva. So he's not really like, he's not going to outplace either of those players. Then this guy, I don't know what's going on right now, but we're down, we lose 1-0 in that game. Alexis Sanchez, the inform, got the header. 5-star 84 overall Honeycomb team coming up now. Timo Werner, he has Latza. I've seen a lot of people use Latza because he's an inform and because he's only like 15k or something like that. He also has really high stamina, has good work rates, but I used him and he was pretty awful. He has good long shots additionally, and he's supposed to have like everything above 75 or something like that. But I used him, and he was no better than like a normal non-inform Alan, or even probably like a Mario Götze or something like that. 2-0 up. I need to probably commentate on the game, but it's just so boring because I've already played this. I've edited it. I played it. 2-1 up. This guy decides to be Rooney, which is weird. He scored with Socrates, but then I answer right back. I'm pretty sure that's McGuinness with the low-driven shot to put that game away 3-1. Now coming up against this 5-star 86 overall Honeycomb team, he had the scary Fellaini. Fellaini actually, if he ever got like a 83 overall inform card, I would probably buy that for my normal team because Fellaini's strength and height is so good in the middle of the park just to win headers. Look at that strike. I'm pretty sure that was McGuinness. This actually game, I remember this game. For some reason we were taking a dump on McGuinness after he scored. But this game, we were struggling the entire time. This goal right here happened in like the 70-something minute. And then look at what happens shortly after. We're into extra time. Towards the end of the match, we're just passing it around. We're trying to work it to one of the strikers up top, one of the forwards. It finds its way to McGuinness. And the cool thing about those shots was for some reason there was a glitch where the net didn't move. So it's like he hit the upper corner so perfectly on both of those long shots that it just made the goal not move at all.